right, guys, I just wanted to do a video. I just showered. My hair is all wet. I usually don't do videos like this, but I wanted to give a shout out to Trump and JD Vance. I am so thrilled, especially with JD Vance as a Christian man who is going to make a lot of good, a lot of good decisions for this country. I did hear Trump believes in God and Jesus. I'm not sure if it's his personal savior or what, but JD, I think is more conservative, and he's a family man, and it looks like we are going to go forward in a good way in this country. So I'm really excited. So we're looking at some of the snowflakes here who are just falling apart because Trump won. It's ridiculous. It's like, what? I saw on, I think it was Michael Knowles, a guy ripping his shirt because he's mad and a woman crying. People, these snowflakes just run by their emotions, right? And so I don't know how Kamala Harris has my email. I don't know how they got it. Trump had it. I keep getting this stuff about, donating money, which I'm like, why would I donate money? You have more money than I do. So Kamala has said that she conceded, but she's not done the fight for women's rights, women to do what they want with their bodies. And the whole thing Kamala doesn't get is it's not the mother's body. It is the baby's body. And so her IQ as a running for vice president is pretty low. And so Colorado has lost the fight for life right now, where we see, okay, woman can get an abortion anytime for any reason. Doesn't matter over here in Colorado. I think women have, back with the hangers, they had abortions if they really wanted one. But usually it was done in the younger weeks. So we are just starting the battle now for life. Um, I'm so thankful Kamala did not win because she was basically running on killing babies. That's what she was running on. She had no real substance of anything. She had no economic plan. She had no border plan. She had nothing at all to really run on. And her word salads were just awful, right? You listen to Trump, he says what he means what he says. My dad was like that too. He was very clear about what he said. He wasn't afraid to tell you to your face. I like people who are straightforward because you don't have to guess, like, what the heck is the person really trying to say. So, I have shared about how my dad, second, first boyfriend, I was thinking today, I was telling someone how my dad was and how he had a gun with my second boyfriend because he needed it. I mean, he broke into our home. And my first boyfriend, there was a forced abortion, and it was awful stuff with my boyfriends, right? My uncle, my uncle had said before when I was younger, Dick, lock her up because when she's a teenager, she's gonna have a lot of guys like her. And he like, I don't want to say he cursed me, but he did put that thing on me that, and it happened. I mean, my dad had fair warning. So I had a lot of different stuff going on with boyfriends and everything. But I didn't know what I didn't know. I was a kid. I was 16, but we got Kamala who is running as a president saying, let's kill all these babies, and she's just she's just ridiculous. And so her email says she will concede to the election but not give up fighting for the killing of babies. And I'm so glad she didn't win. She put some pro-life people in jail just for standing in front of a pregnancy center. We see the UK and Wales is putting people in jail for silently praying in front of pregnancy centers. So it's like, how would you know they're praying, right? If they're doing it silently. But because of, I guess, what they see, if they think you're praying or doing anything to change a woman's mind, they're now saying you can go to jail for that, which is ridiculous, right? That's our freedom of speech. We have the right to religion, all this stuff. So um the battle's just beginning, guys. And I am also thankful because I feel like God had mercy on us, right? By not giving us a leader like Kamala and Tim. So God's had mercy on us, guys. And I know for me, I appreciate my freedom even more today, more than ever. I appreciate my freedom. And we want Trump, He's not going to, he's promised not to do, put our kids into war. I'm a mom of a military son, and I've seen stuff that he's gone through, right? And we don't want wars unless they're absolutely needed. We don't want to go to war just over stupid things, right? So, yeah, very, very happy with the outcome. I wanted to do a face video here because I'm so happy with the outcome. And the thing that we're seeing too with Kamala, and I will say this, I've been watching some videos on Diddy and the whole thing that's been going on there. Oprah's gotten really bad. I remember my mother-in-law, she had gone to church and then she was watching Oprah when me and my husband, were young in our years of marriage, and she was just going like the wrong way. And I think Oprah had a lot to do with that. Oprah has gone down big time. And so we see that Justin Bieber has been totally Bieber, I don't even listen to him. We see that he has been totally taken advantage of by people that he should have been able to trust for guidance when he was growing up, and he was totally taken advantage of. And it's sad, but the same thing's happening with Kamala, right? Girls need good vice presidents, and most women who voted for Trump, right? So we need really strong women, good women who know the truth about life to be a guide to young women. We don't want someone like Kamala. Megan Kelly is a good example, I think, for girls. There's a lot of women. Allie Stuckey. Let me see, who else? Um, I'm trying to think off the top of my head who else. Um, I think I'm going to do a list of women who are really good examples in our culture right now of good role models for women to look up to. And we want the good woman, guys. We want God fearing women. We don't want women leading the country who, first of all, I mean, I was talking to somebody today and they're like, we need a man in the presidency. And I agree. And this person had said men are smarter. And I was just like, excuse me? I'm like, men are not always smarter. They are not. There's a lot of smart women. But men do tend, there are some roles that only men should have. And men come across tougher usually. They are, men need to lead, right? We're in a country right now where men have been torn down and they're not leading their families, they're not leading their communities. And we as women need to appreciate really good men, guys. And we can tell men what we think, right? Because our words matter. We can tell them how we feel about things and influence them, but we need men to really be leading this country and taking back our country, guys. And looking forward to JD and Trump to see what they're going to do.